playing at the Roxy. I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. Story about a Mississippi man so in love with a Mississippi girl he sacrifices everything, moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy. What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over.
Love is the thing that has licked him, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough. When you spot a John waiting out the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that would blend the Taj Mahal,
call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
when you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little fraud. When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum Calderon, call it dumb, call it clever, how would you give odds forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough? When you meet a sport and his cash has run short, make a bet that he's banking with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think is tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slop gets a good steady job and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol, call it hell, call it heaven, it's a rumble 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough, the guy's only doing it for some dough. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Memory, where we will attempt to recreate some of the magical moments from the many shows that have thrilled audiences in this theatre over the years. May 1962 is where our particular journey into reverie begins. Bacup amateurs returned to this theatre after an absence of 18 months, and with a big question mark still hanging over the future because of the threatened closure. Guys and Dolls, from which the opening number tonight came, was the show chosen to reopen the theatre. And at the same time, a new producer was introduced to Bacup audiences. Needless to say, that producer was Neville Carter. And little did he think in 1962 that he would still be producing a remarkable 52 shows later. Unfortunately, he has decided to retire from the post of permanent producer. And it is in tribute to the man and his work that many performers have returned tonight to recreate their original roles. So sit back and enjoy what we hope are some of your favourite memories. His desire to present new and not always fashionable productions has kept this company in the forefront of amateur theatricals, and has meant that only 2 shows have been repeated in all the 24 years. For Neville's second production, a show also calling for a large male cast was chosen. This was Paint Your Wagon, a story of lonely gold miners awaiting the arrival of the coach bringing female company. We hear now one of the hit numbers from that show. They call the wind Mariah.
Way out here, they got a name for wind and rain and fire. The rain is I heard her wail and whining. I had a gal and she had me, and the sun was always shining. But then one day I left my girl, I left her far behind me, and now I'm lost, so goddamn lost. Not even God can find me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Out here they got a name for rain, for wind and fire only. But when you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word but lonely. Now I'm a lost and lonely man, without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me. I need my girl beside me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Mariah, Mariah, blow my love to me.
1963 saw the ever-popular King and I, which is the other show to have been repeated in 1981. Perhaps the most memorable of Rodgers and Hammerstein's musicals, we hear now a song by Lady Tian, the head wife, in which she tries to explain to Mrs. Anna her love for the king, which is truly something wonderful.
This is a man who thinks with his heart. His heart is not always wise. This is a man who stumbles and falls, but this is a man who tries. This is a man you'll forgive and help and protect as long as you live. He will not always say what you would have him say, but now and then he'll say something wonderful. The thoughtless things he'll do will hurt and worry you, but now and then he'll do something wonderful. He has 1,000 dreams that won't come true. You know that he believes in them, and that's enough for you. You'll always go along, defend him when he's wrong, and tell him when he's strong he is wonderful. He'll always need your love
White Horse Inn was Neville's next production. Whilst it was a very happy show, it was not one with which he really felt at home. About this time, London had been thrilled by a show which changed the whole face of the musical. Based on the story of Romeo and Juliet, but set in the back streets of New York, Leonard Bernstein wrote an unforgettable score. The show was, of course, West Side Story. When Bacup announced this show, everyone thought that it was too difficult for amateurs, but Alice Musk, who choreographed it, and of course our producer, pulled out all the stops and proved the skeptics wrong. Our dancers now give you the Puerto Rican number, America. West Side was followed by another Rodgers and Hammerstein show, namely Flower Drum Song. And, believe it or not, in 1965 came the third Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, the ever-popular South Pacific. The story of American soldiers in the Pacific and their effects on and affairs with the natives of the islands. We hear now two numbers. The first, Belly High, sung by Bloody Mary, one of the greatest characters on the musical stage, and the second sung by the Lovers, Younger Than Springtime.
Most people live on a lonely island, lost in the middle of a foggy sea. Most people long for another island, one where they know they would like to be. Valley High may call you any night, any day. In your dreams, you'll hear it call you. Come away, come away. Valley High may whisper on the wind of the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, your own special hopes, your own special dreams. Bloom on the hillside and shine in the streams. If you try, you'll find me where the sky meets the sea. Here am I, your special island. Come to me, Valley High, Valley High, Valley High. Someday you'll see me floating in the sunshine, my head sticking out from a low flying cloud. You'll hear me call you, singing through the sunshine, sweet and clear as can be. Here am I, come to me, here am I. Valley High may call you any night, any day. Here am I, your special island. Come away, come away. Valley High, Valley High, Valley
I touch your hands and my arms grow strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June are the gentle lips you gave me. Gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when your youth and joy invade my heart, as now they do then. Younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you. And when your youth and joy invade my heart and fill my arms as now they do then. Younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you.
October 1965 gave Bacup the chance to see the most modern of musicals from the 60s, with also, incidentally, one of the longest titles. How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. This production Neville ranks as one of his very best, with a very strong cast of chorus, principals and dancers. It was a story of a window cleaner who had this book on how to succeed in business, and he proceeded to reenact every chapter on the stage. We hear now a number where the rising young executive, on the pretext of having been working all night, meets the company president, and they reminisce of high school days in grand old Ivy.
Morning.
Oh, is it morning already, sir?
Good God, man. You haven't been working all night, have you?
Well, I just had a few things to catch up on. I shouldn't be here much longer.
By George, your name, it just slips my mind.
Finch, sir. F-I-N-C-H.
Oh, yes, Finch. Heard some good things about you from my scouts.
Thank you, sir.
It's great to see a man in there carrying the ball. You know, Finch, you make me feel a little guilty. I just came in to pick up my golf clubs, playing around with old Wally Wamper, chairman of the board, you know.
I imagine one has to do that sort of thing once in a while.
Now, don't push yourself too hard, Finch. There are limits, you know.
Oh, don't worry about me, sir.
I'll just go and get my clubs. What's that you're humming?
Oh, I didn't realize I was humming, sir.
You were humming the old Ivy fight song.
I guess it was unconscious on my part.
Did you go there? Are you a groundhog?
Well, sir,
Come out with it, boy. Don't be afraid. Oh, I know a lot of fellas have got an inferiority because they didn't go to Yale or Princeton. You're not ashamed of old Ivy, are you?
No, sir, not a bit.
That's a groundhog spirit. Should have known you were old Ivy. Finch, when did you graduate? Finch, what year? When did you graduate?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I was thinking about the big game today. I'm sorry to have to miss it. We're playing the Chipmunks.
Yeah, I'm afraid I can't get up there either. I hope those Chipmunks don't give us too much trouble.
Oh, I think we'll take them, sir. Chanowski's knee is much better.
Oh, with Chanowski in the team, the morale should pick up. He's the dirtiest player we've got.
Well, even though we're not there in person, we'll be rooting for him, right?
Right! Right! Groundhog!
Groundhog!
Stand, old Ivy, stand firm and strong. Grand old Ivy, hear the cheering throng. Stand, old Ivy, rip, 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 the chipmunk off the field.
When you fall on the ball, and you're down there at the bottom of the heap,
Down at the bottom of the heap,
where the mud is oh so very, very deep.
down in the crowd very deep.
Don't forget, boy, that's why they call us Groundhog. Groundhog. Groundhog.
Stand,
Groundhog.
lively, stand firm and strong.
Grand old Ivy, hear the cheering throng.
Stand, hold Ivy, and never heed.
Rip, 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 the chipmunk gone. Incidentally, whilst How to Succeed was considered to be an artistic success, the Bacup public didn't take to it, and it was the first of Neville's shows to lose money. Hence, 1966 saw two shaved shows, which brought in the audiences, but gave little excitement to our producer. In May came New Moon, with the show-stopping Stout-Hearted Men, and in October Calamity Jane, with Deadwood Stage and Secret Love. But this time, all shows seem to begin with the letter C. Calamity Jane, Carousel, Camelot. 1967 was the year of Carousel, and the company are out on a real nice clam bake.
This was a real nice clam bake. We're mighty glad we came. The victuals we ate were good, you bet. The company was the same. Our hearts are warm, our bellies are full, and we are feeling pride. This was a real nice clam bake, and we all had a real good time.
First come codfish chowder, cooked in iron kettles, onions floating on the top, curling up in petals, rolling fingers and salted pork,
An old New England tree.
and lapped it up with a clamshell tied onto a Bayberry stick.
This was a real nice clam bake. We're mighty glad we came. The victuals we ate were good, you bet. The company was the same. Our hearts are warm, our bellies are full, and we are feeling pride. This was a real nice clam bake, and we all had a real good time. Remember when we raked them red-hot lobsters out of the driftwood fire? They sizzled and crackled and sputtered a song fit for an angel's choir.
Fit for an angels, fit for an angels, fit for an angels choir. We slid 'em down the back and peppered 'em good and doused 'em in melted butter.
Then we tore away their claws and we cracked them with our teeth, 'cause we weren't in the mood to putter.
Fit for an angels, fit for an angels, fit for an angels choir.
Then at last come the clams, steamed under rockweed and popping from their shells. Just how many of them galloped down our gullies, we couldn't say ourselves.
been rather difficult to follow all shows in chronological order, as people were in consecutive ones, and so tonight wouldn't have time to get their breath back between numbers. So at times we have to knock the shows out of sequence. Few societies or producers have ever done the British premiere of a London musical, but to do two in the same season is almost unheard of. But it did happen, and here in Bacup. Camelot was performed in 1967, followed by A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum in January 1968. We shall return to Camelot in a moment. Forum, as we call it, was presented at the Mechanics' Hall and brought a lot of laughs to a very cold January week. Many of the original performers bring you now the opening sequence from that show, Comedy Tonight.
Playgoers, I bid you welcome. The theatre is a temple, and we are here to worship the gods of comedy and a tragedy. Tonight, I am pleased to announce a comedy. We shall employ every device we know in our desire to divert you. Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. Old situations, new complications. Nothing pretentious or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. Oh, something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something convulsive, something repulsive, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something aesthetic, something frenetic, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with gods, nothing with fate. Weighty affairs will just have to wait. Nothing that's formal, nothing that's normal. No recitation to recite. Open up the curtain, comedy tonight. Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone in comedy tonight. Something that's gaudy, something that's gaudy, something for everybody, comedy tonight.
Nothing with a scream!
Nothing that's green.
She plays Medea later this week.
Stunning surprises, stunning disguises, hundreds of actors on a side.
Pantaloons and tunics,
Courtesans and eunuchs, funerals and chases,
Baritones and basses.
Hagrides,
Philandra, cupidity.
timidity,
Fate estates.
and knights.
Bubblers, tumblers, mumblers, grumblers.
No royal curse, no Trojan horse, and a happy ending, of course. Goodness and madness, and in this madness, this time it all turns out alright. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight.
union dispute in a clothing factory was the unlikely storyline for Pajama Game. Our dancers give you now the opening number to the second act, Steam Heat. To Camelot, probably one of the most spectacular productions ever staged in this theatre. The costumes were those used in the professional production at London's Drury Lane. This was also one of the few occasions when Neville returned to this side of the footlights, so we enlisted the help of Muriel West with the production. He always says it was the costumes that attracted him to the part, but whatever it was, he certainly enjoyed playing King Arthur for that week. Answering the king's call for a band of men beyond reproach who will form the Round Table, Sir Lancelot replies, "C'est moi."
Camelot, Camelot, in far off France I heard you call. Camelot, Camelot, and here am I to give my all. I know in my soul what you expect of me, and all that and more I shall be. A knight of the Table Round shall be invincible, succeed when a less fantastic man would fail. Climb a wall no one else could climb, cleave a dragon in record time, swim a moat in a coat of heavy iron mail. No matter the pain, he ought to be invincible. Impossible he should be his daily fare. But where in the world is there in the world a man so extraordinaire? C'est moi, I'm forced to admit, 'tis I humbly reply, that mortal who these marvels can do, c'est moi, 'tis I. I've never lost in battle or game, I'm simply the best by far. When swords are crossed, 'tis always the same, one blow and au revoir. C'est moi, so admirably fit, a French Prometheus unbound. And here I stand with valor untold, amazingly brave, exceptionally bold, to serve at the Table Round. The soul of a knight should be a thing remarkable, his heart and his mind as pure as morning dew. With a will and a self-restraint, that's the envy of every saint, he could easily work a miracle or two. To love and desire he ought to be unsparkable. The ways of the flesh should offer no allure. But where in the world is there in the world a man so untouched and pure? C'est moi, I blush to disclose, I'm far too noble to lie. This man in whom these qualities bloom, c'est moi, 'tis I. I've never strayed from all I believe, I'm blessed with an iron will. Had I been made the partner of Eve, we'd be in Eden still. C'est moi, the angels have chose to fight their battles below. And here I stand as pure as a prayer, incredibly clean, with virtue to spare. The godliest man I know, c'est moi!
Turn to 1969, a great year for both Neville and for the Society. It was a year of full houses. All seats were sold for every performance at both shows before the opening nights. In May 69 came Oliver, followed in the October by Hello, Dolly. Oliver is best remembered for the timbered set, over which many young boys played in their very first musical. Although Neville has produced 3 productions in Bacup, Todmorden and Cone, it is not a show he enjoys watching, only rehearsing. Tonight we meet Fagin, who is reviewing the situation.
apart, hasn't he? And though I'd be the first one to say that I wasn't a saint, I'm finding it hard to be really as black as they paint. I'm reviewing the situation. Should a villain be a villain all his life? All the trials and tribulations, better settle down and get myself a wife. And a wife will cook and sew for me, she'll come for me and go for me and nag at me. The fingers she will wag at me, the money she will take from me, her misery she'll make from me. I think I'd better think it out again. A wife you must keep anyway. I'd rather sleep anyway. Left without anyone in the world, and I'm starting from now. So how to win friends and to influence people, so how? I'm reviewing the situation. I must quickly look up everyone I know. Talk to people with the station who will help me make a real impressive show. I will own a suite at Claridge's and run a fleet of carriages and wave at all the duchesses with friendliness as much as is befitting of me new estate. Good morrow to you, magistrate. I think I'd better think it out again. So where should I go? Somebody. Who do I know? Nobody. All my dearest companions have always been villains and thieves. So at my time of life, I should start turning over new leaves. I'm reviewing the situation. If you want to eat, you've got to earn a bob. Would it be a humiliation for a robber to perform an honest job? So a job I'm getting possibly, I wonder who the boss will be. Wonder if he'll take to me the bonuses he make to me. Start at 8 and finish late at normal rate, no, but wait. I think I'd better think it out again. What happens when I'm 70? Must come a time, 70, when you're old and it's cold and who cares if you live or you die? The one consolation's the money you may have put by. I'm reviewing the situation. I'm a bad un and a bad un I shall stay. You'll be seeing no transformation, 'cause it's wrong to be a rogue in every way. I don't want nobody hurt for me or made to do the dirt for me. This rotten life is not for me, it's getting far too hot for me. Don't want no one to rob for me, but who will find a job for me? There is no in-between for me, but who will change the scene for me? I think I'd better think it out again. Hoy!
Robert Preston, a star in New York, and Van Johnson, one in London. Harold Hill was the character, the con man who formed the River City Boys Band. Once again we meet him as he sings the tongue-twisty number, Trouble.
Brothers of River City, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friends. Right here, say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a Billy player. Certainly mighty proud to city, certainly mighty proud to saint. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Help you cultivate horse sense with a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try and find an ironclad leaf for yourself from a 3-rail billiard shop? Well, just as I say, it takes brains and maturity to score in a bulk-line game. I say that any boob will try and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that slow. The first big steps on the road to the depths of degradation, say first. Medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit and listening to some big out-of-town Jasper. He'll tell you about a horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trotting race, no, but a race where they set right down on a horse. Want to leave that suck-up junkie boy sitting on Dan Patch, making that boil? Well, I should say. Now, folks, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital P, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. Say, your young youth will be frittering. Frittering away there noontime, your time, supper time, too. Get the ball in the pocket. Never mind getting dandelions pulled or the screen doors punched and the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping in the water till your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. Oh, yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker shirt tells young ones, people in the pool all winter after school, you got trouble. Folks right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, I know why you folks are the right kind of parents. I want to be perfectly frank. Do you want to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're moping around that hall? They've been trying out Bevo, trying out Cupids, trying out tailor-mates like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're going to cover up a telltale breath with sense, and one fine night they leave the pool hall heading for the dance at the Armory. Liberty men, scarlet women, and ragtime. Shameless music will drag your son and your daughter to the arms of jungle animal instinct. Mass hysteria, friends, the idle playgrounds, devil's playground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones more all after school.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell, and so's your old man. Well, if so, my friends, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Oh, we got trouble. We're in serious, serious trouble. The name with the 15 number balls in the devil's tool.
Devil's tool.
Oh, yes, we got trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble. Here we got big, big trouble.
With a T.
With the capital T.
That rhymes with P.
That rhymes with P. That stands for pool.
In 1970, Neville directed 3 musicals, and one of his favourites was performed in January, Irma la Douce. This was followed in the spring with Finian looking for a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And in October, we saw the musical version of The Barracks of Wimpole Street. Here is a beautiful number from Robert and Elizabeth.
All the
when it's warm, your shelter from a storm, your every lovely form I ever knew. And so now, when they say heaven's high above, I wonder what they're thinking of. It can't be true. There is no heaven high above. Heaven is somebody to love as I love you. Your every smile that's smiled, the winter when it's wild, and luck that's been beguiled beyond the blue. And so now, when they say heaven's far away, if there is truth in what they say, there must be too. The one that's far away above, the one that's having you to love my whole life through. This I know now, and so I know. Do
The ever-popular My Fair Lady was presented in 1972. Some of you may not know, but our producer actually started rehearsing the part of Henry Higgins, but I think he got cold feet. Tonight, Alfred Doolittle asks the chorus to get him to the church on time.
They're just a few more hours, that's all the time they've got. A few more hours before they tie the knot.
There's girls and drinks all over London, and I gotta find them in just a few more hours. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Oh, at the stopper, let's have a whopper. Get me to the church on time. I go to be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Girls, come and kiss me, show how you miss me, but get me to the church on time. If I am dancing round like the floor, if I am whistling, meet me at the door. 'Cause I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Kick up a rumpus, but don't lose the compass. Get me to the church, get me to the church. For God's sake, get me to the church on time.
I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stopper, let's have a whopper, and get me to the church on time. I'm gonna be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Girls, come and kiss me, show how you miss me, and get me to the church on time. If I am dancing round at the floor, if I am whistling, drop me at the door. 'Cause I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Kick up a rumpus, but don't lose the compass. Get me to the church, get me to the church. For God's sake, get me to the church on time.
came the show that everybody knows backwards. Yes, it's Rodgers and Hammerstein's Sound of Music. Without saying any more, may I introduce Mother Abbess to sing Climb Every Mountain. Came Maine, and 1972 saw a highly successful Fiddler on the Roof. Now we arrive at Neville's 25th production, quite a feat for any producer. And on this occasion, he chose the rather unusual Man of La Mancha. Man of La Mancha played all over the world, but there was never a professional production which played outside London. So few people in the North had ever seen the show. So now tonight, we meet Don Quixote and his squire, Sancho Panza.
I shall impersonate a man. Come, enter into my imagination and see him. His name, Alonso Quijana, a country squire, no longer young. Bony, hollow-faced, eyes that burn with the fire of inner vision. Being retired, he has much time for books. He studies them from morn to night, and often through the night as well. And all he reads oppresses him, fills him with indignation at man's murderous ways towards man. He broods, and broods, and broods. And finally, from so much brooding, his brains dry up. He lays down the melancholy burden of sanity and conceives the strangest project ever imagined, to become a knight errant and sally forth into the world to right all wrongs, No longer shall he be plain along Susquehanna, but a dauntless knight, known as Don Quixote de la Mancha. Hear me now, thou bleak and unbearable world, thou art base and debauched as can be, and a knight with his banners all bravely unfurled now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I am Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go, and the wild winds of fortune will carry me onward, oh, whithersoever they blow, whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go.
I'm Sancho, yes, I'm Sancho. I'll follow my master to the end. I'll tell all the world proudly I'm his squire, I'm his friend.
Hear me, heathens and wizards and serpents of sin, all your dastardly doings are past. For a holy endeavor is now to begin, and virtue will triumph at last. I am Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha, my destiny calls and I go, and the wild winds of fortune will carry me onward, oh, whithersoever they blow, whithersoever they blow, onward to glory we go. Well, Sancho, and how dost thou like adventuring?
Oh, marvelous, your grace. But to me, it seems peculiar. This great highway to glory looks exactly like the road to El Toboso, where you can buy chickens cheap.
Ah, Sancho, how I do envy my enemies.
Envy?
To think they know the healing touch of my lady Dulcinea. Let this be proof to you, Sancho. Nobility triumphs, virtue always prevails. Now, in the moment of victory, do I proclaim my knighthood and my oath. For all my life, this I do swear. Impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest,
that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
Followed early in 1973 with Bye Bye Birdie in the autumn of that year. Now, for the sake of convenience and to present a balanced program, as well as giving the cast time to change their costume, we jump to 1976, a beautiful show based on Dvorak's trip to America. From the musical Summer Song, the girls give you the title song.
One boy sent you a rose, one sent a ring. Don't think a rosebud such a trifling pretty thing. Summer song, sing me a
memory, we go back to 1969, when capacity audiences, as well as waiters at the Harmonia Gardens in New York, said, "Hello, Dolly."
To be back home where I belong. You're looking swell, Nanny. Oh, I can tell, Nanny. You're still glowing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. I feel the road sway, for the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So bridge that gap, fellas, find me a vacant lamp, fellas. Dolly'll never go away again.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can tell, Dolly. You're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We feel the room swaying, or the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So
here's my hat, fellas. I'm staying where I'm at, fellas.
Dolly'll never go away again.
I went away from the lights of 14th Street and into my personal age. But now that I'm back on the lights of 14th Street, tomorrow will be brighter than the good old days.
Those good old days. Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly.
Nice to see you, Hank. Let's thank my lucky stars.
Your lucky stars.
You're looking great. Stanley, lose some weight. Stanley, Dolly's overjoyed and overwhelmed and overcome.
I hear the eyes tinkle, see the lights twinkle, and you still get glances from a handsome man. So
Golly gee, fellas, find me a vacant knee, fellas.
Dolly'll never go away again.
started out in San Francisco, tooting on his trumpet loud and mean.
Suddenly a voice said, "Go for Daddy, spread the picture on a wider screen."
And a voice said, "Daddy, there's a million pigeons waiting to be hooked on new religions. Tell Daddy, live your all white, spread the religion on the rhythm of life."
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat, puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in the bedroom, rhythm in the street, yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. To feel the rhythm of life, to feel that powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your feet. To feel the rhythm of life, to feel that powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your feet.
Daddy spread the gospel in Milwaukee, took his walkie-talkie to Rocky Ridge,
blew his way to Canton, then to Scranton, till he landed under Manhattan Bridge.
Daddy was a new sensation, got himself a congregation, building quite an operation down below. With the choir piper going, all the musketoe was flowing, all the castles were going down below.
Daddy was a new sensation, got himself a congregation, with quite an operation down below. With the choir piper blowing, while the musketoe was flowing, all the cats were going down below.
Flip your wings and fly to Daddy, flip your wings and fly to Daddy, flip your wings and fly to Daddy, fly, fly, fly to Daddy. Take a dive and swing to Daddy, take a dive and swing to Daddy, take a dive and swing to Daddy, swim, swim, swim to Daddy.
Hit the floor and crawl to Daddy, hit the floor and crawl to Daddy, hit the floor and crawl to Daddy, crawl, crawl, crawl to Daddy.
And the rhythm of life is a powerful beat, puts a tingle in your fingers and a tingle in your feet. Rhythm in the bedroom, rhythm in the street, yes, the rhythm of life is a powerful beat. To feel that rhythm of life, to feel that powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your feet, to feel the rhythm of life, to feel that powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your feet, to feel that rhythm of life, to feel the powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your
The Rhythm of Life brought you back to the journey through the memory of Neville's productions here in Bacup. That number was from the 1974 production, Sweet Charity. On this show, Neville was joined by Maureen Birtwistle as choreographer, and it was an ideal show for her to show her talents with the numerous dance numbers. Tonight, we go back to the earlier show, Bye Bye Verdi. Rose is a secretary to Albert Peterson, a pop star's manager. And Albert's mother insisted that Rose was Mexican or Spanish.
I'm just a Spanish tamale, according to May. Fresh from a boat from the tropics, far, far away. Which is kind of funny, because where I come from is Pittsburgh, PA. Spanish? Okay, May, I'll be Spanish. Just wait till I marry Alberto. I'll be the toast of Chichicastenango, and all day long my castanets will click. I'll hide behind my fan and do the tango. I'll be so Spanish it will make you sick. I'll eat the tacos and the enchilada. I'll drink tequila till I feel no pain. The only song I'll sing will be Granada. I'll be more Espanol than Abilene. wild Spanish rose, the craziest flower that grows. I'll kick up my heels and see how it feels to be so trim, Spanish rose. Beneath my mantilla I'll pose, the beauty that nobody knows. So regal and cool, exciting and cruel, that's me, Spanish rose. My name, Decime Mucho. Sister of Spanish beauty, que sera? You like? Yes? No? Maybe? Yuck! Americano, let me give you a piece of advice. To cross Spanish rose isn't wise. Your match you have found, so don't mess around. Her heart, she's cold like ice. With Albert I will dance to the bolero. We'll cha-cha in the nicest honky-tonks. He'll wear a little mustache and sombrero, my handsome Latin lover from the Bronx. So now that you've met Spanish Rose, you'll never forget Spanish Rose. She'll taunt you, she'll tame you, but what man could blame you for worshipping Spanish Rose? Not Swedish, not British, not Danish, not Yiddish, but Spanish roots.
One Christmas, full houses saw The Wizard of Oz. Tonight, the Annie Orphans go over the rainbow.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane.
Gypsy was seen on this stage. It was the story of Gypsy Rose Lee, who became world famous as a stripper. In this show, her vaudevilleite is mistakenly booked into a burlesque theatre, where three rather past their peak strippers insist you've got to have a gimmick.
You can pull all the stops out till they call the cops out. Grind your behind till you bend. But you gotta get a gimmick if you wanna get ahead. Sacrifice your sack roll, work it in the back row, boom, in a dump till you're dead. Kid, you gotta get a gimmick if you wanna get ahead. You can you can you can That's how burlesque was born. Me, I and I and I but I do it with a horn. Once I was the slipper, now I mix the zipper with my revolution in dance. You gotta have a gimmick if you wanna get a chance. She can they'll never make her rich. Me, but I do it with a switch. I'm electrifying, and I'm not even trying. I never have to sweat to get paid. 'Cause when you got a gimmick, Gypsy got it made. All them and them ain't gonna spell success. And me, but I do it with finesse. Dainty tessitura is so much more demurer than all them other ladies, because if you got a gimmick, then you're gonna get applause. Do something special, anything that's special, anything that's special, anything that's special. Earn you a big fat cigar. You're more than just a gimmick when you got a gimmick. Take a look how different we are. If you wanna make it scream, wanna shake it. If you wanna grind it, wait till you refine it. If you wanna bump it with a trumpet, get yourself a gimmick and you too can be a star.
In 1975, Lauren Bacall starred as Margot Channing, both in London and in New York, in Applause. This was the musical version of the Bette Davis film All About Eve. the company give us the title song. Applause.
Ever since. What is it that we're living for? Applause, applause.
You went to your dad.
Nothing I know.
It ain't for the
brings on the glow.
Pull me out of my
like sweet applause.
Your bank account's bare. Your cat has the flu. You're losing your hair. Then you hear it. That happy sound goes over you, and just like that, everything's right.
This is the night. Love hits you right where you're at.
'Cause you never stop. The sound says love.
Love, love, love.
Applause, applause.
There's lots of love,
when Jean became official choreographer to the society, and she has arranged the dancers for each show ever since. Sorry we can't meet either girl tonight. And so on to 1979 and Burt Bacharach's Promises, Promises, all about an apartment, followed by The Boys from Syracuse, all about mistaken identities between two sets of twins, which came out of bewilderment for all concerned, as well as the people who watched the show. And 1980 was yet another year when Neville took on 3 shows.
January, The Wizard of Oz. Then May saw the revival of Guys and Dolls. In October came Cabaret. Tonight, Frau Schneider and Herr Schultz are here to recapture one of the tender moments from this unique show.
Fräulein Schneider, good evening.
Schultz, such a surprise.
You are occupied?
Oh, no, free as a bird. Oh, please forgive my appearance.
Oh, but it is most becoming.
Oh, thank you.
I have brought you a little something from the shop.
Another little something?
With my compliments.
Oh, so heavy. But what can it be? Pears? Last Wednesday you brought me pears, and such pears. Apples, possibly. Oh, Friday was apples.
Friday was apples.
So, I cannot guess.
Then open it.
Herr Schultz, can I believe what I see? Oh, but this is too much to accept. So rare, so costly, so luxurious. If you bought me diamonds, if you bought me pearls, if you bought me roses like some other gents might give to other girls, it couldn't please me more than the gift I see. A pineapple for me.
If in your emotion you began to sway, then to get some air or grabbed a chair to keep from fainting dead away, it couldn't please me more than to see you cling to the pineapple I bring.
I can hear Hawaiian breezes blow.
It's from California.
Even so, how am I to thank you?
Kindly let it pass.
Would you like a slice?
That might be nice, but frankly, it would give me gas.
Then we shall leave it here, not to eat, but see. A pineapple for me.
For me.
But you must not bring me any more pineapples. Do you hear? It is not proper. It is the kind of gift a young man would give to his lady love. It makes me blush. I think I will go and lie down for a few minutes. My head is spinning.
Good evening, Fräulein.
Good evening, Herr Schultz. I am overwhelmed.
The revival of King and I was presented in 1981. May 82, another revival, Brigadoon. October 1982, the murder musical Chicago was presented, with prison, courtroom scenes all performed as the vaudeville. Tonight, 2 numbers, all that jazz and razzle-dazzle.
Come on, babe, we're gonna paint the town. And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold and the piano's hot. I know a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz.
slick your hair and wear your buckled shoes. And all that jazz right up here is where I blow the blues. And all that jazz, come on babe, we're gonna burn it hot. I got some aspirin down at United Drug in case we shake apart and have a brand new start to do that jazz. And all that jazz. And all that jazz. And all that jazz. Find a flask, we're playing fast and loose. And all that jazz right up here is where I store the juice. And all that jazz, come on babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you Lucky Lindy never blew so high, 'cause in the stratosphere, how could you lend an ear to all that jazz?
Oh, you're gonna see a sheba shimmy shake and all that jazz. Oh, you're gonna shimmy till the garters break and all that jazz. Oh, let it pop the girl. Oh, I love this one girl. If she's here, her baby's queer for all
that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna paint the town and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz.
And all that jazz.
Start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold and the piano's hot. I know a noisy hall where there's a native brawl and all that jazz. That's jazz.
It's all a circus, kids. A three-ring circus. These trials, the whole world, all show business. But kids, you're working with a star. The biggest. Give them the old razzle-dazzle, razzle-dazzle. Give them an act with lots of flash in it, and the reaction will be passionate. Give them the old focus, focus, beat and feather rum. How can they see with sequins in their eyes? What if their hinges all are rusting? What if in fact they're just disgusting? Razzle dazzle, and they'll never catch wise. Give them the old razzle dazzle, razzle dazzle. Give them a show that's so splendid for us. Row after row will grow vociferous. Give them the old flip-flap flummox, fool and fracture rum. They'll never hear the truth above the roar. Show them a fake and a finagle. They'll never know you're just a bagel. Razzle dazzle 'em, and they'll beg you for more. Give 'em
you're available.
Give 'em the old
double whammy, days and Disney. Show 'em the first-rate sorcerer you are. Long as you keep them way off balance, they'll never spot you've got no talent.
Razzle dazzle 'em, razzle dazzle 'em, razzle dazzle 'em, and they'll make you a star.
'83 came Annie Get Your Gun. Tonight we find Annie, the queen of the sharpshooters, in the hotel ballroom after a triumphal tour of Europe. Very happy mood, because she's got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
Taking stock of what I have and what I haven't. What do I find? The things I've got will keep me satisfied. Checking up with what I have and what I haven't. What do I find? A healthy balance on the credit side. Got no diamonds, got no pearls. Still, I think I'm a lucky girl. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Got no mansion, got no yacht. Still, I'm happy with what I got. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Sunshine gives me a lovely day. Moonlight gives me the Milky Way. Got no checkbooks, got no banks. Still, I'd like to express my thanks. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. And with the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening, I'm alright. Got no butler, got no maid. Still, I think I've been overpaid. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
Got no silver, got no gold. What I got can't be bought and sold. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
Sunshine gives me a lovely day. Moonlight gives me the Milky Way. Got no heirloom for my kid. Made a will, but when I cash it, I'll leave the sun in the morning and the moon at night. And with the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening, I'm alright.
Got no mansion, got no yacht. Still, I'm happy with what I got. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Got no silver, got no gold. What I got can't be bought or sold. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Sunshine gives me a lovely day. Moonlight gives me the Milky Way.
Got no checkbooks, got no banks. Still, I'd like to express my thanks. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
And with the sun in the morning and the moon in the evening, I'm
After Annie Oakley, we met Pal Joy, Return to the Land of Oz, 1984, which proved to be one of the most successful years in the history of the society, both artistically and financially. The stage version of the well-remembered MGM film of the 50s, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, had failed in America. However, the society accepted the challenge to present this show. But where to find 12 dancing boys? That was the big problem, but somewhere, somehow, they were found. Jean had the mammoth task of choreographing the large dance sequence, and what a magnificent result she obtained. Some new music had been composed for the stage version. Tonight we hear one of these numbers, the trio featuring Adam, Millie, and their youngest brother, Gideon.
Look at you, like a lost little calf. I don't mean to laugh or tease you. Where's your sense? There are so many girls with long golden curls to please you. Love comes and goes away. It's hurting bad tonight. Love comes and goes away. I'm older, and I always let you ride. Alice isn't just any girl. I know that love's not a game. Alice isn't just any girl. At heart, every girl's the same. They are all the same. Not her, not her. Not her, not her. Love comes and goes away. It's hurting bad tonight. Love comes and goes away. I'm older, and I always let you ride.
But Adam, I can't stop thinking about her. I think I love her.
Not to worry, Gideon. You soon find that one girl's pretty much like another anyway.
I could run, but the feeling is there. No place anywhere can hide me. I'm in love, and I don't have a choice. I can't stop that voice inside me. Love never goes away. It plays on like a song. Oh, love never goes away. He holds me, and I know where I belong.
Alice isn't just any girl. I know that love's not a game.
Adam isn't just any man.
At heart, every girl's the same. They are all the same. Not her, not her.
Not him, not him.
You'll see, you'll see.
Love
once again hit top form, and this with a show for which, well, he never really cared for upon seeing its professional production. The show, Jesus Christ Superstar. The show delighted Bacup audiences all week. Tonight, a short excerpt from the enthralling production of Jesus Christ Superstar.
I only want to say, if there is a way, take this cup away from me, for I don't want to taste its poison, feel it burn me. I have changed, I'm not as sure as when we started. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations, tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Could you ask as much of any other man? But if I die, see the saga through and do the things you ask of me. Let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to their tree. I want to know, my God. I want to know, my Lord. I'd have to see, my God. I'd have to see, my God. If I die, what will be my reward? If I die, what will be my reward? I'd have to know, my Lord. I'd have to know, my Lord. Why I should die. Can you show me now that I would not be killed in vain? Show me just a little of your omnipresent brain. Show me there's a reason for your wanting me to die. You're far too keen on where and how and not so hot on why. All right, I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. After all I've tried for 3 years, seems like 90. Why then am I scared to finish what I started? What you started, I didn't start it. God, thy will is hard, but you hold every card. I will drink your cup of poison, nail me to your cross and break me, bleed me, beat me,
just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Don't you think it's rather funny? I should be in this position. I'm the one who's always been so calm, so cool, no lover's fool, running every show. He scares me so. If he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened. I couldn't cope, just couldn't cope. I turned my head, I'd back away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so. I want him so. I love him so.
Every time I look at you, I don't understand why you let the things you did get so out of hand. You'd have managed better if you'd had it planned. Why'd you choose such a backward place in such a strange land? If you'd come today, you would have reached a whole nation. Israel before BC had no mass communication. Don't you get me wrong? 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 Only wanna know, only wanna know, only wanna know, I only wanna know.
Jesus Christ, do what you want of the sacrifice. Jesus Christ, do what you want of the sacrifice. Jesus
Tell me what you think about your friends at the top. Who'd you think beside yourself the pick of the crop? Buddha, was he where it's at? Is he where you are? Did Mohammed move a mountain or was that just PR? Did you mean to die like that? Was that a mistake? Or did you think your messy death would be a record breaker? You get me wrong. Don't you get me wrong? Don't you get me wrong? Don't you get me wrong now? Only wanna know, only wanna know, only wanna know, I only wanna know.
Jesus Christ, do what you want of your sacrifice. Jesus Christ, do what you want of your sacrifice. Jesus
old adage in the theatre, never work with children and dogs. Production of Annie in May of last year saw the presence of both. The story of an orphan who discovers New York in the 1930s. Tonight, Annie and the orphans, who have all grown just a little, have reassembled for 2 numbers, Maybe and Smile.
Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden by a hill. She's sitting playing piano. He's sitting paying a bill. Betcha they're young. Betcha they're smart. Bet they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good. Why shouldn't they be? Their one mistake was giving up me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby. Maybe. Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're strict, as straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
the day. I think you can understand now the meaning of that adage and why all the senior members of the cast of Annie are to be really on the metal every night. Ladies and gentlemen, last October saw Neville's third premiere. Not just an amateur premiere, but an all-time European premiere for both the professional and amateur stage. The show was Sugar, based on Some Like It Hot. Ladies and gentlemen, our trip down memory lane has now been completed. We have visited many of the 52 shows that Neville has directed in this theatre. His talents have not been confined to Bacup Society alone, for he's also directed musicals in Preston, Tottington, Bury, Todmorden, Colne and Haywood. I trust this evening of nostalgia has stirred some very pleasant memories for you. On the behalf of the members of the company who have reassembled for this special tribute on this unique occasion, I should like to say, Neville, Jean, we salute you. It has been a privilege and a pleasure to work for you and with you over the years. We bring in this evening to a close with a number from Stephen Sondheim's Follies, a show which Neville, we know, would dearly love to direct. We close this evening with Beautiful Girls.
Hats off, here they come, those beautiful girls, where your reason is undone. Nature never fashioned a flower so fair, no rose can compare, nothing respectable, half so delectable. Cheer them in their glory, diamonds and pearls, dazzling jewels by the score. This is what beauty can be. Beyond a celestial and bestial agree, all for you, these beautiful girls.
gentlemen, we have now come to the end of a week of memories. A very enjoyable week that was played to nearly full houses all week. We've had excellent audiences, and it's my privilege and pleasure to say thank you to all those that took part in this show. Our choreographer, Mrs. Carter, thank you, Jean. Our musical director, Frank Cohen. Our pianist, Harry Booth, and his assistants, and all the cast, the orchestra, the people front of house, the people backstage. Thank you to everybody who's helped in this show. And before we say thank you to the star of the show, our producer, I would like to introduce to you our president, Mr. Harry Howard.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow members and girls, tonight marks an important event in the life of the Society, and it is with a certain feeling of sadness that I speak tonight. Memory marks the end of a long association with Neville and Jean, and I can only say that they have finished their years of production with an outstanding success, and indeed in a blaze of glory. The enjoyment they have provided all week to an enthusiastic audience must prove a great satisfaction to them for the effort and hard work over the past months. I hope maybe that at some future date we can persuade them to help us again. Can I ask you to show applause for their contributions to the Society over the years? It is also a great pleasure to me to welcome the old stagers. They have returned to show their regard for Neville and Jean. I know that they've enjoyed their return, and they have lost none of their ability, and their contribution has added a great deal to the production. Shall we give them a clap as well? These shows are all made by a great team effort, and it's only team effort that makes for success. And so many are involved in a show of this size that all I can do is fully endorse the chairman's thanks to all concerned. During my term as president, we have had several crises, but none as serious as the one at present. The auditorium, that's you lot out there, is safe, but it is a stage which is faulty according to the fire authorities. And in my opinion, the first priority is to get a safety curtain. This would enable us to keep the theatre active all the year round. There has been formed a fundraising committee, and it is very active and working very hard with many different attractions. And I appeal to you, the public, and to all the public, to give them every support. We have to raise a great deal of money to keep this theatre alive. This theatre is very important to Bacup, and it must be saved. Over the years, the British Empire has declined. The Bacup Empire must continue. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Neville Carter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a week we've had. I must carry on and just say thank you, as has already been expressed, but I must say thank you to everybody for the years, not just this week, the years. To everybody on stage, behind the stage, flies, lights, everybody. Everybody in front of house, and you, the public, for coming. Now, this week has been a very hard week to get together, but it's been a very enjoyable experience. Both for myself, Jean, all the company, but we also must thank our musical director, Frank, who has arranged every scrap of music, orchestrated it to bring it all together for this week. Frank, thank you very much. We thought we got rid of last night's speeches some time ago, but somehow I got pushed on tonight, you see. What I would say to you, although Jean and I are relinquishing production as such, it is rather ironic that when we took on these jobs way back in '62, that the question mark hung over the theatre then. And unfortunately, we relinquished these jobs and the same question mark's there. It is a place, to me, that I have frozen in. I have sweated in buckets when things have gone wrong. I really have sat up there so many times, so many opening nights, and been so proud of the people on stage. Bacup has had a lot of talent over the years, and I hope they will still keep the talent. The Empire I have rehearsed in for virtually 6 months every year, so to me it's a second home. And I say, if all the London theatres that have musicals running are playing to capacity, we have 2 excellent theatres in Manchester that also are doing better business than they've ever done before. So as far as I'm concerned, there is a place for live theatre in this country, and it should be in Bacup too. That's all I've got to say. Thank you all very much for coming over the years, and please support us. Thank you.
Just one announcement before we all leave. Due to the uncertain state of the theatre and the work we've got to do at it in the next several months, our October production, which normally takes place here, won't be able to do. But to keep the tradition going, the members active, and we hope your interest so we can improve the theatre, we're going to put our next production on in the Leisure Hall at Bacup. It will be the first week in November. Seats will be very restricted, so we hope you'll all fill your vice president's forms in, get them in early. But it'll be the first week in November, and we're not sure yet, but we're hoping to do Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. So thank you very much for coming. Good night, everybody.